Good morning. Welcome to Sunday Morning Yoga. I'm Steven. You're here for some yoga, and all you really need is a mat, but a blanket and a couple blocks would be great too. A bolster would be good. We're just going to begin in an easy seated pose. Easy like Sunday morning. Now it's good to sit on the edge of a blanket so that you can tilt the pelvis forward a little bit, and that lengthens the spine. And then you can relax the shoulders down the back. And the palms can be facing down on the thighs to feel grounded, or palms up, gathering more energy. And then just allowing your eyes to close. Bringing your focus here inward. Allowing yourself to let go of any plans you might have for later on in the day. And just slowly shift your attention to your breath. Just finding your way to your natural breath. I'm not trying to change your breath in any way just yet. Just noticing your inhale. Noticing your exhale. Ideally, you do want to be breathing through the nose unless you're congested, but otherwise just breathing as you find yourself breathing. As you inhale, you might say to yourself, I am breathing in. As you exhale, you might say to yourself, I am breathing out. Simply riding the waves of the respiration. As you're here paying attention to your breath, your mind might wander away to a daydream or just making a to-do list. Memories from earlier. And just acknowledging that your mind is strayed away from your breath and then just gently steering it back to your inhale and your exhale. And while you're here, paying attention to your breath, seeing if you can simultaneously expand your awareness to include your entire physical form. So just giving yourself a little bit of a body scan from the head to the toes. Noticing any sensations in the body. Slight aches or pains you might have going on today, or maybe just the feeling of your clothes on your skin. The feeling of the air in the room on your skin. Noticing your energy level. Noticing your sense of comfort or discomfort in the posture you've chosen. Noticing any tensions. Allowing the sensations in the body, along with the breath, tying those two things together to help ground you and anchor you here in your practice today. Perhaps taking a moment here to set an intention for your practice. something you'd like to gain, something you'd like to let go of through your efforts and energy this morning. Maybe setting a dedication to someone or something. Once your intention or dedication's been set, just bring the palms of the hands together to the heart center, Anjali Mudra. And here, we'll just take a deep conscious inhale through the nose. And a deep exhale through the mouth, maybe with a sigh. Slowly open the eyes. Welcome. We'll inhale the hands up to the ceiling. And on exhale, just lean to the left. Bring the left hand down, keeping the right arm up. Every inhale lengthening. Every exhale leaning a little over. Keeping both sit bones grounded. Every inhale lengthening the spine. Every exhale leaning a little further. Inhale, coming back up, taking both arms to the sky, and on exhale, just leaning to the right. Just bring that right palm down. Breathing into the left side of the rib cage here. Every inhale, lengthening, and every exhale, leaning a little further over. Breathing here. Inhaling, coming back up. Taking hands back to the ceiling, and on exhale, we're just going to twist to the left. Taking that right hand to the left thigh. Every inhale, lengthening, and every exhale, twisting. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. On inhale, coming back to the center, arms back up to the sky again. On exhale, just twisting to the right. Taking out left hand to the right knee. Every inhale, lengthening the spine. Every exhale, twisting. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, twisting. Inhale, come back to the center with the arms back up to the sky. On exhale, swim them around behind you. Taking a little bit of a back bend, a little baby back bend, opening up the heart, opening up the throat, keeping control in the neck muscles so you're not just flinging the head back. Opening up the heart. You can always bring your hands to blocks if spider fingers back there don't agree with you. Healthy feeling. Opening of the spine. Breathing. Your next inhale, coming up to the center, taking the arms up to the sky one last time. This time bringing them forward. And just walking your hands forward. Taking a little bit of a forward fold. Not going so far forward that your sit bones lift up off the floor. But enough that you're folding forward. Breathing here. Every inhale, lengthening the spine. And every exhale, folding forward. Inhale. Coming back up to seated. And now we're just going to roll over onto our hands and knees for table position. Just aligning shoulders above wrists and the knees below the hips. Maybe bringing a blanket under the knees. The padding. And here we'll just inhale and lower the belly, lift the heart. And on exhale, arching the spine like a Halloween cat. And Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting up. And exhale, arching the spine. Inhale to a neutral spine. Exhale here. And on inhale, we're going to take that right arm up to the sky. And on exhale, we're just going to thread that right arm onto the left. Coming down onto the right shoulder, the right side of the face. Breathing here. Inhale, lengthening, and exhale, twisting. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, unfurling that arm back up to the sky. And on exhale, bring it back down to the mat. And on inhale, reach that left arm up to the ceiling. And on exhale, thread that left arm under, going down to the left shoulder, left side of the face. Every inhale, lengthening. Every exhale, twisting. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Reach that left arm back and up. And exhale, bring it back down to the ground. And we'll just look over the right shoulder. Inhale back to the center. Exhale and lift over, look over the left shoulder. Inhale back to the center. We'll take the knees out to the edge of the mat. Big toes together, hips to the heels. Finding your way back to a child's pose. Resting here. Child's pose is a great place to go. If at any point in the practice today you need to take a break, this is a great place to go. Surrendering here. Breathing into the back side of the body. From here, we're just going to inhale slowly up the hands and knees. And then taking a little inchworm forward, we're going to bend the elbows into the ribs. Knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, sliding forward. First cobra pose of the practice, Bhujangasana. Opening the heart. On exhale, we're just going to come back to the child's pose. And then reaching the arms out long, really pressing the palms of the hands into the ground. We're going to curl the toes under. Begin to lift the hips up and back. First downward dog in the practice today. Just checking in, listening to what's going on with the body, noticing the distance between your hands and your feet. Maybe coming forward to plank. That might inspire you to take your feet back a smidge. And inhaling, lifting the hips back and up again. Breathing here. And then just slowly begin to walk the hands back to the feet. Making your way to a standing forward fold here. And you can slightly bend the knees if the lower back is achy at all today. You can reach for elbows here. Or you can let the arms hang like a rag doll. Either way. Imagining that your head is like super heavy. It's like a bowling ball about to roll off the top of your neck. And just begin to sway a little bit. Side to side. And then bring your swaying to an end, finding stillness again. And we'll all bend our knees and begin to stack vertebra on top of vertebra. Slowly unfurling the spine. And coming up to mountain pose, Tadasana. Head and neck are the last to lift. And really finding your mountain pose here. So Feet are really grounding down to the center of the earth as the top of the head is reaching up towards the heavens. Shoulders are relaxed. Palms are forward. Heart chakra is open. Breathing here. Inhale the hands to the heart center. Exhale here. We'll inhale, reach the hands up to the ceiling. And on exhale, swan dive, hinge from the hips, folding forward. Inhale, opening the heart. And exhale, folding forward. Inhale, reverse the swan dive. Taking the arms back up to the ceiling. And exhale the hands to the heart center. Lower the hands to the side. We'll play with a balancing pose here of tree pose. The tree pose has multiple levels to it, so you don't have to do the most difficult variation. But first, just beginning to pour your weight into your left foot. And then we'll draw that right knee up. You can just hang out here in stork pose. And if you want to go into tree, opening up the hip, finding a place for your foot. It could just be a little kickstand tree. Your foot at the ankle, calf, meet the thigh. If it's at the thigh, you're really pressing the thigh into the sole of the foot. And bringing the hands back to the heart. Finding something in front of you that's not moving. Maybe growing your tree up to the sky. And out here for 3 breaths. If you fall out of tree, we're going to climb back up. And after that 3rd exhalation, hands back down to the heart. Coming up into stork for 1/2 of a breath, and then bringing that foot down and shaking out your roots. Just taking on the other side. Beginning to pour the weight into that right foot now. And you feel grounded. Bringing that left knee up for stork. Again, you can just hang out here. Maybe opening the hip. Finding a good place for your foot. Could be a baby tree. Could be medium tree. Or the foot to the thigh. Wherever that foot ends up. Bringing the palms to the heart. Finding your drishti. And then maybe growing the branches of the tree up high. And just hanging out in your tree for about 3 breaths. You can always come out early if you need to. To the 3rd breath, the hands come back down to the heart. The knee lifts up for 1 last go. That stork, and then bring that foot down, shaking out your root. Bring it up with your roots. And then we'll just find your way back to the top of our mats. We'll inhale the hands up to the ceiling. On exhale, leave a swan dive, trace the midline, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine to prepare, and this is when you might want your blocks. You can also use water bottles or books. I'm just gonna step that right foot back to a lunge. Really just finding your low lunge here. So you want that left knee over that left ankle. Heart is open. The back right leg is really long and strong with that heel pushing to the back wall behind you. Your hands are on blocks, but they could be on spider fingers. Tenting your hands. You want to free the sternum so you can breathe. I'm just beginning to wiggle a little bit here. Waking up the hips and the hamstrings. to stillness. We'll slowly lower that right knee to the ground. Maybe patting under the knee if you need. From here, we're either going to bring our hands to our forward thigh. Maybe bringing the arms up onto your Vinyasa. Crescent lunge. Breathing here. Inhale, hands to the heart center. No, next, just twist to the left. Maybe taking that right elbow to the outside of that left thigh, but you don't have to. You can also spread the arms wide, like airplane wings. Every inhale, lengthening the spine. Every exhale, twisting. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Coming back to the center, arms back up to the ceiling. On exhale, we'll bring the hands down. Maybe finding your blocks again. We're going to lift up onto the heel, that left foot, lengthening the leg, taking the hips back, that right hip over that right hip. Inhale, opening the heart. And exhale, hinging, folding forward. Inhale, lengthening. And exhale, folding forward. Every inhale, lengthening. And every exhale, folding forward. On your next exhale, we're just going to bring the sole of that left foot back down to the ground. We'll curl the back toes under, finding your low lunge again. And then we're just going to take that left hand to the inside of the left foot. You're going to walk the hands forward, just finding Adho Konasana, wide forward fold here. And the feet are a little pigeon-toed. They're parallel. You're folding forward. Sit bones reaching up to the ceiling. Maybe walking the hands in. You can also grab your big toes here. Every inhale, lengthening the spine. And every exhale, hinging forward and forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. And on exhale, just beginning to walk the hands back towards that left foot. Bring your way back to your low lunge. And then we're just going to step that left foot back to meet the right plank. And we'll exhale to half chaturanga, lowering the knees, elbows to the ribs. Bending your way down. Ultimately to your belly. Inhale, opening the heart. Bhujangasana again. And on exhale, lifting the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Taking 3 deep Ujjayi breaths. With Ujjayi breath, you're slightly constricting the back of the throat. Sometimes called Darth Vader breath. Audibleizing the breath. Breathing here. After that third exhalation, we'll inhale that right leg up and back into a split. And on an exhale, just stepping that right foot forward. Maybe finding your old friends, the blocks. Again, underneath your hands. Making sure that that back leg is long. Looks like you're pressing into an imaginary wall behind you with your heel. That front knee is over the front ankle. And just beginning to wiggle forward and back a little bit. Taking up the hips and the hamstring. Breathing here. And then next time your low lunge, slowly lowering that left knee to the ground to blanket. Inhale. And sweep the arms up to the sky. On Vinyasa, you can always just have your hands on your thigh. Sinking the hips, opening up the heart. Breathing here. Inhale the hands to the heart center. Exhale, twist to the right this time. Inhale, lengthening the spine. And exhale, twisting. Again, that left elbow could go to the outside of the right thigh. You can also open your arms. Repeat the palms of the hands together. Inhale, lengthening. And exhale, twisting. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Take the arms back up to the ceiling. On exhale, bringing them down. Maybe finding your blocks again. Lift the toes off the ground. Maybe repositioning the legs a little bit. Come under your heel. Straightening the right leg. Left hip is over that left thigh. And lengthening the spine on the inhale. On exhale, hinging forward. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, hinging forward. Inhale, lowering the foot on exhale, curling the back toes under, finding your little lunge again. And just stepping that left foot forward fold. Inhale, sweeping the arms all the way back up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. And on inhale, sink the hips, sweep the arms up. Utkatasana, awkward chair pose. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lengthening the spine. On exhale, we're going to step the left foot back, right foot back to meet it. Exhale, maybe now taking a full chaturanga. Inhale, opening the heart, curling those back toes under, upward facing dog if you're ready. Then lifting the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Breathing here. Maybe remembering the blanket. And then finding the points again for downward dog. Heels reaching down to the earth. May never get there. It's fine. They don't have to get there. We're going to inhale. Reach that right leg up and back. And we're just going to circle the foot in one direction. Then circle the foot in the other direction. And coming to stillness with the foot. We'll bend the knee, opening up the hip a little bit. On an exhale, we're going to step that right foot forward. And pivot the left foot in. And just find your way up to warrior one. Warrior one. Feet are in opposite lanes of traffic. Get the left foot is more at an angle. The right foot is straight forward. Right knee is over that right ankle. You got the left hip going forward a little bit, the right hip going back a little bit, evening out the hips, opening up the heart. Ultimately taking the hands up above your head. And the pinkies are turned in towards the temples. The heart is open. Breathing here. Inhale, the hands to the heart center. And on exhale, we'll consciously open up that left foot. Arms wide. I'm in warrior two. Virabhadasana 2. Now in warrior 2, the feet are now perpendicular. That front knee is still over that front ankle. Your drishti is over the right fingertips. Breathing here. And we'll flip the palm of that right hand to the ceiling. On an inhale, taking it up to the sky. Reversing your warrior. Keeping that front knee over the front ankle. Breathing here, lifting your heart up towards that right hand. And on an exhale, just bring that right elbow to the right thigh. Left arm is over the left ear. Breathing here. In your extended side angle, one long line of energy from the left side of that left foot out the fingertips of the left hand. Breathing here. And on an inhale, we're just going to sweep back up. Reversing your warrior once again. And on an exhale, we're going to bring that cartwheel with that right hand forward, finding your block. We'll find our way to a half moon pose. So we pour the weight into the right foot. Let me take that left hip over the right hip. Back foot still engaged. Maybe taking that left arm to the sky. Left shoulder over right shoulder. Breathing here, hanging out in half moon for as long as you like. You can always come back. We're going to make our way back to that reverse warrior when we're done. You can always go back there. When you're ready, almost reached your edge. Lowering back, sweeping back up, reverse warrior. And then we're just going to cartwheel it all down to that low lunge. Get that right foot back to meet the left. Exhale, chaturanga or maybe half chaturanga. Inhale, opening the heart to back bend of choice. Exhale, lifting hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Taking 3 deep Ujjayi breaths. And after the third exhalation, we'll inhale and reach that left leg up and back. Just isolating that left foot. We'll circle it in one direction. And circle it in the other direction. And stillness, bending the knee, opening up the hip, keeping the shoulders even. And on an exhale, we're going to bring that left foot forward. And put the right heel in. Sweep me up to warrior one on this side. So again, the feet are in opposite lanes of traffic. And you've got that right hip going forward now, left hip going back. Left knee over that left ankle. Opening the heart. Just breathing here. Getting grounded. Virabhadrasana 1. And on an inhale, bring the hands to the heart. I'm staying neutral. On an exhale, we're going to open up that right foot, right hip. Arms wide. Finding warrior 2 on this side. Remember, in warrior 2, you don't want to be leaning forward or leaning back, but like right in the middle. Right in the middle. And then looking over the fingertips in front of you. Shoulders are relaxed. Arms are parallel with the ground. Breathing here. It's like the feet are trying to move away from each other, but the sticky mat keeps them where they are. Breathing here. Silver surfer pose. We'll flip the palm, that left hand to the ceiling. On it, inhale, take it up to the ceiling. Reversing your warrior. Breathing here. Heart is now reaching up towards that left hand. That front knee is still over the front ankle. Breathing here. On exhale, we're going to bring that left elbow, left thigh, right arm over the right ear. One long line of energy from the right side of the right foot out the fingertips of the right hand. Extended side angle. Breathing here. Keeping the chest open and bright towards the right. On an inhale, we'll sweep back up to reverse your warrior again. Breathing here. And On and exhale, we're going to cartwheel that left arm down to a block again. Taking that block the outside to the left of that left foot. And then pouring the weight into the left foot. Lifting that right hip over the left hip, right shoulder over the left shoulder. Keeping the back foot engaged like you're trying to press into the wall behind you with the sole of your foot. Breathing here. Hanging out here for as long or short of a time as you like. We're all going to make our way back to that reverse warrior. You can always go there early. On exhale, bring that right foot back. Sweeping the left arm up. Reverse your warrior one last time. And on exhale, cartwheeling the right arm down, letting your low lunge. Flipping your left foot back to meet your right for plank. Chaturanga of preference. Inhale, opening the heart. Exhale, lifting hips up and back. Taking 4 deep Ujjayi breaths, either in downward facing dog, or you can always lower the knees to the ground, hips to the heels. Finding child's pose. Breathing here. And find our way back up to down dog if you were in child's pose. And we'll inhale, reach that right leg up and back, bend the knee, opening up the hip. On exhale, we'll lower that right leg forward, setting up for pigeon. Vajrakapotasana. And you can always take this on your back in figure 4 variation. You can also use a blanket, put it underneath that right hip if you need to. And making sure that that left leg is going straight back so the foot's not sickling one way or the other. And then opening the heart, tall and proud. When you're ready, melting the heart forward. Maybe taking a block into the forehead. Noticing the longer you're in your pigeon, maybe you melt a little bit closer to the ground. As the body begins to open up. Inhale. Slowly walking the hands back in. We're just going to shift onto that right hip. And sweep that left leg forward. Setting up for Jnana Sirsasana, or a seated variation of tree. And then we're going to do a little bit of a twist here. So we're going to inhale, hands up to the ceiling. And on exhale, twist to your right knee. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Taking your left hand to your right knee. Lengthening the heart. And exhale, twisting. Keeping that left leg engaged. Every inhale, lengthening. Every exhale, twisting. Inhale back to the center. And we're just going to gracefully find our way to a wide-legged forward fold. So bringing the soles of the feet up, out. Heels might be on the mat. Give a little cushion to the heels. And if you have a bolster, you can just grab a bolster here. You can sit on the edge of a blanket too to help tilt the pelvis forward a little bit. You can even put blocks underneath the knees so you don't have to worry about them hyperextending. You can just totally relax. And then you take your bolster and you sort of hug it in like a teddy bear as you begin to droop forward. And of course, you could do this without any props at all. Just sort of bring your torso towards the floor. You can also play with the back bend here if you're so inclined. Maybe taking a moment here to reconnect with that intention you set at the beginning of class. Breathing. Listening to your breath. Scanning the body for sensations. Inhale as you begin to remove your props. Lift the spine up slowly. We're just going to find pigeon on the other side. Maybe it's just coming right over into it. Almost there. You always find your way back up to that downward dog. Opening that foot, pinning the knee, opening up the hip a little bit. All right. Making sure you're opening up the left hip. I already did the right side. We're just facing the other way. And bringing that left knee forward. Again, setting up for Rajakapatasana. Making sure that back leg is going straight back. It's not sickling either way. Opening the heart. You can always fit a blanket underneath that left hip. You're ready to melt forward. Melting the heart forward. Maybe taking a block under the forehead. Activating the third eye chakra. Breathing here. Noticing that the longer you hold the pose, the more your body will melt into it. And then before you get too comfortable, inhale, slowly begin to walk the hands under the shoulders, lifting back up. You're going to shift onto that left hip this time. Sweep that right leg forward. Finding your seated tree on this side. Again, inhale. Arms to the ceiling, and on exhale, just take a twist to the left this time. Every inhale, lengthening the spine. And every exhale, twisting. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Wringing out all the toxins in the body. Like a wet washcloth. And inhale, coming back up. We're just going to reach that left leg up. Finding Dandasana for a moment. And gracefully bring your way onto your back, maybe grabbing those blocks. And once you're on your back, walk the feet in towards the body. You can almost tickle the heels, but not quite. And then we're going to lift the hips up off the ground and take some blocks underneath the pelvis. Finding a bridge pose here. Breathing in bridge. The supported bridge. If you'd like to take a gentle inversion here, you can always lift the legs to the ceiling for waterfall. Feeling the weightlessness of the legs. You can stay in bridge too. You're ready. Letting go of the feet. Back down to the ground. Moving your blocks. Slowly lowering vertebra to vertebra to the ground. Maybe walking your feet out to the edge of the mat and then just windshield wipering the knees a little bit, side to side. Slowing your practice down even further. Stillness. Walk the feet back in. Draw the knees into the body. Apanasana. And just taking the hips to the left a little bit. I'm just going to drop the knees to the right. Maybe giving yourself a little self-assist with the right hand and the left thigh. And then just reaching the left arm out long. Every inhale, lengthening the spine. Every exhale, twisting. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, keeping the shoulders rounded. Relaxing both of the feet. And then letting go. That left thigh. Bringing the hips back to even. And walking the hips to the right. So you lower the knees to the left. And we're giving yourself a little self-assist on this side. Taking that left hand under that right thigh. And reaching that right arm out long. If you have room, keeping both shoulders grounded. Every inhale, lengthening. Every exhale, twisting. See if you can relax both of your feet. letting go of that right leg. Lengthening the spine, evening out the hips. We'll drop the knees in for another Apanasana, or maybe Happy Baby. Happy Baby, you grab the big toes or the outside of the feet. Drawing the knees into the armpits, rocking side to side. When you're ready, letting go of your feet. Maybe taking that blanket, placing it under the head. Taking a bolster, placing a bolster under the knees. And finding your Shavasana. Basically, just melting into the mat. Super comfortable, always readjust. And then letting everything go. Letting go of any special ujjayi breathing you might still have going on. Just returning to your natural breath. Letting go. You're welcome to stay here for as long as you like. It's Sunday morning after all, and you can come back to bed. Or if you've got things to do, beginning to deepen the breath. Maybe wiggling fingers and toes, wiggling ankles and wrists. You drop the head to the left and to the right. Draw the knees in, giving yourself a big hug for your efforts today. Rolling over to your favorite side. Just hanging out in a fetal position. Checking in with how you're feeling now versus the beginning of class. When you're ready, beginning to move like you're underwater, moving through molasses. Keep the eyes closed for a moment longer and find our way slowly up to Sukhasana again, an easy seated pose where we began the practice. We'll bring the palms of the hands together at heart center, Anjali Mudra. We'll close today's practice with one chant of Om, joining with me if you wish. Take a cleansing breath first, just taking a deep inhale through the nose and a deep exhale through the mouth. And inhaling deeply to Om. Slowly opening the eyes. Namaste. Thanks for coming to Sunday morning yoga. I'm going to try to teach a little yoga, a little meditation as often as I can on this YouTube channel until the pandemic is completely over. Maybe even longer after that. But otherwise for today, I hope you have a great Sunday morning and have a great Sunday afternoon and evening as well. And I'll see you again soon. Have a good, wonderful rest of the day.